Hello and welcome back to Frogboy X1 Gaming. I'm Andrew and today we're talking about some exciting Xbox news. Well, everybody knows it, but so if you like this content, don't forget to like and subscribe, and let's get started with this because this is pretty cool, man. Like, Microsoft continues to deliver hand over fist for people in the Xbox ecosystem, for people on PC, for like, this is great, man. The things that they do. So I was under the impression that Stalker 2 was just going to be sold. I really did not realize that was coming to Game Pass until everybody was telling me, and I was looking it up, and I was like, wow, I didn't realize that. I mean, that's not the news that we're talking about, but I mean, dude, the games that are coming to Xbox Game Pass just this month, wow, dude. I mean, I get to play farming or lawnmower simulator for free. Like, I don't have to pay any extra money. I get to play that game. And I was looking at it. I mean, it looks kind of cool. It's not something that I'm going to jump into and play for like hundreds of hours. So no, I'm not going to buy it. But I'm definitely going to download it on Game Pass. I'm going to check it out. I'm going to play. Actually, I'm going to stream that through the cloud and check it out. And if it's good enough, I'll download it and continue playing it a little bit. I don't think I'm going to get super involved in it, but dude, Among Us is coming out this month. We've got some pretty decent. I mean, Halo Infinite is coming out. We've got, let me pull up this thing right here. Anvil, Bubble Bandits. I mean, like, some of that stuff. I mean, Final Fantasy, Aliens, Fireteam, and then One Piece, Pirate Warrior, whatever. Like, dude, like, some of these games are pretty good. Like, I bought Aliens Fireteam Elite. Like, that's a freaking great game. What else do we got? Stardew Valley's coming out. God, lawn mowing simulator. Archvale. Like, some of these games are like stuff that I probably would never play. But then there's some stuff in there, like Aliens Fireteam. Like, that game's pretty new, man. I bought that full price. And that looks good. What is this? Battle Sector? I don't know. I might check that out on cloud. There's a few in here that I'm definitely going to check out on the cloud, like xCloud or whatever. But, dude, that Among Us game is pretty popular. You get it on Game Pass. You get, Stardew Valley. I hear a lot of people talking about that. Halo Infinite campaign on Game Pass. And if you're a Game Pass subscriber, then ultimately, you're going to get freaking cosmetics in your freaking... in your multiplayer experience, man. Like, that is freaking pretty cool, I mean, people complaining about the microtransactions, costs of everything in the... Man, come on, guys. Come on. I don't know. I still don't know how to feel about, like, I've already said it a million times on here. I don't necessarily care if there's microtransactions. As long as it's not pay-to-win garbage, like, everything's fine. That's just what I'm saying. Like, Xbox continues to be exciting. They continue to deliver value. Xbox Series S is still selling pretty well. I mean, like, when you get stock in there and it's going out pretty quick, I mean, like, dude, this is great. Microsoft has definitely turned things around. And they are delivering content at a far faster rate. We get new games on Game Pass every month. Every single month. I mean, if you look over the fence at the PlayStation right now, I mean, they won't even give you Godfall. They won't even give you the dumbest game released on the PlayStation 5. There was PlayStation 5 exclusive, and now it's on the PlayStation 4. They won't even give you that game. They won't even be like, here you go, man, you can have Godfall. Sorry, man. Yeah, go ahead, take Godfall. They won't even give you Godfall. No, what they're doing is they're giving you the multiplayer experience. It's kind of a demo so that maybe you'll buy the rest of the game because, let's face it, that game ain't selling well. It's not a good game. It's not a good game. It's just not a good game. It did not hit that spot. That's the thing, man. People ask me all the time on my channel, in my comments, why are you so mean to the PlayStation? PlayStation's great. And I'm like, dude, I bought that PlayStation 5 and I've bought every single exclusive first party game and more on that PlayStation 5. None of those games have delivered, and I have paid full price for them. That's over $3,000 worth of freaking stuff on the PlayStation 5 in the last 7 or 8 months. You know what I mean? I think it's 8 months now that I've had it. 8 months, man. $3,000. That's just in the console and games. And then the storage, I paid another $400, $400, $500, $600, buying freaking SSDs for it. I put a lot of money into the PlayStation, and I have not received the value. Like that's just what it is, man. That's the honest truth, I mean, if all of those games that they came out said and they were bangers, like, I would be completely freaking satisfied. I'd be happy. I would be happy. I wouldn't say mean things about the PlayStation, because as it sits, PlayStation, hardware wise, like, yeah, it is delivering a pretty solid experience in a lot of the third party games that I normally would play. The ones that I've bought and that I have on both Xbox and PlayStation. Yeah, dude, it gives me, like, I would be satisfied with that experience. So when it gets to the point where, like, the whole reason to have a console's for the exclusives, that shit is garbage. It's not been mind-blowing. Like, Miles Morales, yeah, it was great, but it was short. It was like 3 or 4 hours, 5 hours maybe at the max. Sackboy's great. Sackboy's pretty fun. You got Demon Souls. Like, Demon Souls is Demon Souls. That game's gonna stress you out. It's gonna stress you out. Returnal, if it would have been $50, I would have been happy. I would have been happy. Like, gameplay wise, it's pretty fun. It's not like the worst. I mean, like, visual wise of the world, I'm like, ooh, gosh, I've seen way better on PlayStation 3. I won't say PlayStation 3, because that is kind of rude. PlayStation 4, I've definitely seen better than Returnal on PlayStation 4. That's what I'm talking about, though, man. Like, that's my biggest pet peeve with PlayStation, and all you PlayStation fanboys that are going to get on here and drop your little comments, and defend the PlayStation. You can defend it all you want, but at the end of the day, I know you feel the exact same way I do. I know you do. I know you're feeling like, oh man, because you know in your heart that PlayStation is going to drop bangers that are going to be amazing experiences this generation. Like, you know that. I know that. But I can still call them out for their freaking unrealistic greed and overpricing the content that they're out there selling. I like Deathloop. Like, I think Deathloop is a great game. I have quit playing it on the PlayStation because I know that when it gets to Xbox and I download it on Game Pass, my experience is going to be even better. I mean, I'll still play it every once in a while, but as often as I turn on my PlayStation 5, like, it's just one of those things that, like, I get to a point where so many other things come out, and I mainly game on Xbox now, that it went to the freaking, yeah, dude, it went to my backlog, and that's very disappointing. Very disappointing. I wish there were other reasons for me to turn on my PlayStation 5 and to be, to game on PlayStation the way I used to. I'll never not like PlayStation. I grew up, with PlayStation. That was my main console, my main ecosystem for 4 generations straight until the end of last generation. Like, it was where I did all my gaming, 90% of my gaming. I've had Xboxes, but I never made them my system of choice. My kids loved Xbox. We had the Xbox for them. Xbox One, I had that. Played a lot of games on that one. That was pretty fun. But Xbox has just never been my main source of entertainment when it comes to games like it is now. And now that it is, like, I expect to get into my PlayStation games and beat them over the weekend and then go right back to Xbox. Like, that's just my expectation for PlayStation this generation. And the fact that Xbox just consistently delivers more experiences every single month to Game Pass and just in general, then, like, Xbox is killing it, man. I mean, they might not be all triple freaking AAA freaking third party or first party bangers. But no, they're delivering some experiences that are definitely keeping me off of my PlayStation. Definitely keeping me off of my PlayStation. I mean, like, seriously, Kena Bridge of Spirits. I'm almost done with Kena Bridge of Spirits, but man, I get in there and the game is just so, like, it's fun. It's great. I mean, it's exactly what it is, but I place, it feels so samey that I just play so much of the same type of content that by the time I've had, like, like a couple hour session or whatever, I'm good. Like, I don't need to go right back to it. Like, I have no desire to, like, get through that game and just get through the story. Like, I don't have that desire, but it is fun. It is engaging. And it is great when I'm playing it. But, like, I have no desire to finish that. I mean, like, the story so far has been, I mean, it's been a decent story, but nothing that, like, grabbed me, hooked me, pulled me in and was like, whoa, I got to see this. Like, no, Tales of Arise did that. Tales of Arise hooked me into, like, the first couple of hours, and I was like, whoa, dude, I want to keep playing this. And I literally played through that whole thing, and I was like, wow, this is great. That's why I think a game like Tales of Arise is amazing. And the fact that it ran so well on the Xbox was even better. It was like the cherry on top. And that's what I'm saying, man. Like, Xbox is killing it this generation. They are. They're doing a lot of things right that are really starting to make gamers like really look at that and take it more serious. Like, they took it serious in 360 generation. Even I did. I had an Xbox 360. That was mainly for, like, the first person shooters. My kids, we would play those and stuff. But my PlayStation experience has always been like my single player experience. And now I'm just like, Xbox does a lot of that better. Like, a lot of those third party games that I play, Xbox, they're better on Xbox. Like, what am I supposed to do? Like, how do I continue to, like, be excited about PlayStation when like, Xbox is knocking it out of the park? I'm grateful PlayStation has a lot of stuff coming out in 2022. I am. But the fact that, like, I'm going to get so much more content on my Game Pass subscription stuff. Like, I mean, I think I'm probably going to like Stalker 2. I like Metro Exodus, so I'll definitely play through that, but I don't necessarily need to own that one. Like, that's just one that I get to play on Game Pass as a bonus and get through it and beat it. Because chances are, it took me over a year and a half to finally finish Metro Exodus. Like, it took me a long time. Like, I played it and then it went in my backlog. It literally took me over a year and a half to get through that 11-hour game. A year and a half. So I don't want Stalker 2 to turn into that. And I mean, after getting through Metro Exodus, I'll probably be more willing to, like, get through Stalker 2, because I never really played the other Metros until Metro Exodus, and I was like, yeah, I want to get that, and I wanted something that looked good on my Xbox One X, so I was like, okay, yep, I bought it, and I literally bought that out of impulse and started playing it, and I was like, all right, cool, this is pretty fun. But yeah, it took me a while to get through that. And that's just the thing. Like, Xbox delivers such an amazing experience with Game Pass that it's like, wow. I get all this stuff. I get to try this stuff. I don't have to be committed to it. I can just play what I want to play when I want to play it. And now the xCloud is available and it runs just fine. Dude, that's even better. Like, I get to try more experiences and play them before I buy them, because normally if I like a game, I'm going to end up buying it. But Stalker 2, I'm probably, depending on how it turns out, how the gameplay turns out, how the gameplay systems turn out, if it's good and I click with it really quick, I'll just buy it. Like, that's what I normally do, and then I'll be able to do a review on it. But that is sadly one that I'm going to be dependent on Game Pass for when it first comes out, and, like, I'll go from there. But just the amount of money I save on Game Pass is freaking phenomenal. It's phenomenal. And the experiences that I find on Game Pass, those are great too. Game Pass just opens up so much more for you to do, for you to experience, and for you to really game. I mean, like, people are getting Game Pass and their player scores are, like, shooting up, like their achievements and stuff. I mean, think about it. I bought my Xbox One and I gave myself a whole brand new whatchamacallit, username and everything. Because the one before that was all on my 360. In that whole generation of 360, I amassed what, like 7,000 freaking, like a little over almost 8,000 gamer score in that whole freaking thing with Xbox 360. I had Xbox One in 2016, and like December of 2016 is when I bought that. Till now, I'm already over 50,000 gamer score on the Xbox, and I do not go out of my way to 100% these games. Like I don't do that. I've never done that. But just the fact that I've played so many freaking games on Xbox in 5 years, like let that sink in. Let that sink in, because I already did buy a lot of games, but there's so many games I've downloaded and tried on Game Pass that I'm just like, wow. The fact that my gamer score is getting so big, it's little things like that, like I'm so engaged in the Xbox ecosystem that like PlayStation is seriously an afterthought for me nowadays. And that's where it is. When the next banger comes out, boom, I'll get it. I'll play it. I'll enjoy it. I will do my review on it. If it meets my unrealistic PlayStation standards, you'll definitely know about it. If it doesn't, then yeah, I'll definitely tell you that too. But I'm not going to kiss Sony's butt, especially when Microsoft has delivered such an experience over the last 5 years that I'm just like, wow. Like, this is pretty cool. I mean, people say, well, Xbox only got Gears, Forza, and Halo. Well, you know what? I happen to like Gears and Forza, and I'm going to find out here in, 6 days, if I'm a Halo fan. I'm going to find out. Like, the multiplayer is pretty good. I do like that. I've never been a major multiplayer person, so I mean, I'm good with it. I like it. But we'll find out. This new campaign for Infinite, man, and is it going to... And it's right down my alley of those type of games that I like to get into and play. So lots of exploring, lots of all this stuff. So we're definitely going to find out if Halo Infinite is going to meet... If Halo Infinite is going to deliver that experience that like finally clicks with me to where I'm a Halo fan. Like, it's starting to rub off on me. Like, I'm not even going to lie. Like, Xbox has that weird, interesting charm that PlayStation lacks. That PlayStation used to have. PlayStation used to have that excitement, that joy, that freaking just... It right when the new console comes out, you're just like, boom, I gotta have it. And it just, right when you get it and you sit down and it just blows you away. PlayStation used to have that. It doesn't have that anymore for me. Xbox does. Xbox has that fire, man. Like, it reignited that fire. I was starting to get to a point with gaming where I was like, oh man, it's all the same. It all just feels the same. PlayStation, I was playing games and I was enjoying them, but I just was feeling like, man, am I too old for this? Am I getting too old to play video games? And then Xbox, man, comes into I buy the Xbox One to play Blizzard Mountain, and boom, I'm right back to feeling like, wow, dude, gaming is freaking super essential and centric in my life again. And because like literally before I bought the Xbox, I would play on the weekends. That's all. Now I'm finding myself playing every single day, a lot more. This is great. Like, Xbox is doing that. Xbox is delivering that experience that's keeping me engaged. It's giving me something to really, to like really enjoy, to really try new things and experience different types of games that like I wouldn't have bought before. But now here I am, I'm buying even more different types of genres of video games that I'm finding that I really do enjoy playing. And I get to bring that experience to you because there's so many of you that actually like care about what I think, and that's pretty cool too. Like, this is great. Like, my only regret is not doing this sooner. Why didn't I do this when I was younger? Why didn't I start doing this when I was younger, when YouTube started coming out? Why did I not take the time to develop a channel, to develop, this platform when I was younger, when I was like, oh my gosh. That's the only thing I'm kicking myself for now lately. Is that like, why didn't I create this sooner? Why didn't I grow this sooner? It's been great. But then again, if I would have started it sooner, who knows if I would be the same as I am right now. Like, right now, I'm going to give it to you straight. Like, I buy these games. Obviously I'll eventually be getting more free games that I get a review and stuff like that on this channel, but the fact that I can buy these games and bring you this content and deliver it to you in a way that that makes that makes me feel good about it. Like I I'm not gonna lie, I do like getting free code, but at the same time, um, it almost like flips the switch that makes me want to say nice things. Like when I first do it, but like I haven't like because I've basically bought everything that I've gotten a free code for. Like Biomutant, I bought that, and that Sniper Ghost Warriors 2, I did buy that, and then I gave that free code away. But yeah, like these games that I'm gonna eventually get, like I don't know, I don't know. I'm just glad I get to do this. I'm grateful. Thank you. Whatever this last little rant was or whatever it was, I don't know, man. It's just the excitement that Xbox brings back to my life. Like it does. It's exciting. It's exciting to play. It's exciting to sit and wait for news. It's exciting to like have something to talk about. And like, but on the PlayStation side, you got nothing to talk about. You got no new games coming out till February. You got nothing. The next best exciting moment that you're gonna have at PlayStation is gonna be at the Game Awards. You know PlayStation's gonna announce something there. Yeah, you know Xbox is gonna announce something there. Like I don't know, man. Like maybe whatever they announce will get us excited again. But I mean that state of play or whatever they did, I mean that was exciting. But I mean like Spider-Man 2, yeah, that's cool. It's gonna be a great game. I'm gonna play that. I'm gonna love it. Wolverine, probably gonna be a good game. It's gonna be fun. Whatever. I mean, they announced some stuff that's going to be great. I am really looking forward to playing through Uncharted 4 and Lost Legacy again at 4K with 60 frames a second and hopefully upgraded textures, environments, and density. Like, I really hope that they do push something more like that as opposed to just giving us some, like, up-resed. I don't want it to be like another Ghost of Tsushima thing where it's just, okay, well now you get, instead of 1800p, you get 1440, or you get 4K, checkerboard 4K. Like, come on, guys. Come on. PlayStation, come on, man. Like, Xbox is doing everything I need them to do. And, like, seriously, PlayStation, that thing is just sitting there waiting for you guys to drop games. Like, that sucks. That really sucks, man, that I bought that to sit on a shelf to wait for first-party games. Don't get me wrong. Like if something comes out and it is truly just a much better experience on the PlayStation, yeah, I would buy it there. But the fact that that's just not the case and that doesn't happen rarely. I mean, like yeah, it might come out feeling a little better on the PlayStation. But here's the thing: if it comes out with higher resolution on Xbox with a little bit screwed up frame rate, boom, Xbox, no problem. I'd much rather have the higher resolution with my VRR and be able to play that game seamlessly as opposed to having like 1800p with you get what I'm saying. Like higher resolution to me is a better quality than like 1800p at 60 frames a second. That's just where I'm at with this. So this video is long. I'm gonna go ahead and stop it now. If you like this content, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.